The police chief's son, Cody Thompson, walked into Judge Caprio's courtroom as if he owned the building and everyone in it. When he entered, it felt like the laws didn't control him. He controlled the laws. He wore a gold chain, designer jeans, and $1,000 shoes, and his expression clearly said, "I'm untouchable." His father was the Providence police chief. If you're wondering why he was there, here's the reason. He had threatened to ruin the career of a rookie officer who wrote him a ticket, even after hearing his father's name. Cody arrived in court with the same arrogance. He believed that mentioning his father would end the case, and he would walk out laughing. During the hearing, he even looked Judge Caprio directly in the eyes and claimed the laws did not apply to him because his father ran the police department. And for a moment, it looked like his plan might work. What he didn't understand was that in Judge Caprio's courtroom, privilege and money have no power over justice. The reaction you are about to see from Judge Caprio is not just a punishment. It becomes a harsh lesson in arrogance and entitlement. So after hearing all this, you may be wondering how the truth comes out. Let's continue. If you're still here, don't miss the end of the video. Like the video, sit back and watch. What comes next is a confrontation between spoiled privilege and firm justice. It's Tuesday morning at 10:45 a.m. in the Providence Municipal Court. The bailiff announces, "The State of Rhode Island versus Cody Michael Thompson." Cody walks in, clearly used to being treated differently because of his family. Judge Caprio looks up respectfully. "Good morning, Mr. Thompson." Cody answers casually, "Morning, Judge," without any formality. Judge Caprio maintains professionalism. "Mr. Thompson, you are charged with reckless driving and intimidation of a law enforcement officer. The complaint states that during a traffic stop, you threatened Officer Martinez with professional retaliation. How do you respond?" Cody leans back with a dismissive smile. "Look, Your Honor, there's been a misunderstanding. If you want to save time, just call my dad and we can clear this up." "Mr. Thompson," Judge Caprio replies, "this is a court of law. We do not resolve charges through phone calls to family members." Cody's tone grows more smug. "I understand it's supposed to be official, but realistically, my dad runs the police department that brought these charges. Everyone here answers to him eventually." Judge Caprio's expression tightens. "Are you implying your father's position should influence how these charges are handled?" "I'm saying context matters," Cody answers. "Officer Martinez is new. I was helping him understand who he should and shouldn't be stopping." Judge Caprio reads the report. "According to Officer Martinez, you were driving 68 miles per hour in a 35 zone. When pulled over, you became verbally aggressive and made threats about his career. Is this accurate?" Cody shrugs. "I was late, so yes, I was driving fast. The street was empty. As for threats, I only told him who my father is and suggested he use better judgment." "Better judgment? Like focusing on real criminals instead of the police chief's son going a little fast?" "Mr. Thompson," Judge Caprio asks, "you believe your father's position entitles you to different treatment under the law?" Cody looks genuinely confused. "Doesn't it? That's how it works. The chief's son gets pulled over. The officer realizes who it is, and everyone goes home. So speeding laws don't apply to you?" "They should be enforced intelligently," Cody replies. "My father didn't work 20 years for a rookie to ticket his family." Judge Caprio's patience is clearly wearing thin. "Mr. Thompson, let's review the body camera footage from Officer Martinez's patrol car so we can hear exactly what was said during the traffic stop." Cody sits up slightly, though the confident smirk stays. "Sure, let's watch it. You'll see Martinez completely overreacted. The monitors show footage that would later go viral." Cody's sports car moves through quiet residential streets after midnight, barely slowing at stop signs. When Officer Martinez activates his patrol lights, Cody leads him on a short chase before stopping near a nightclub. Officer Martinez approaches calmly. "Good evening, sir. License and registration, please." Cody responds immediately with confrontation. Do you know who you pulled over? Sir, I need your license and registration. I'm asking if you know who I am. Cody hands over his license with visible irritation. Look at the name, Thompson, as in Chief Thompson. As in your boss's boss. Officer Martinez stays composed. Mr. Thompson, you were recorded going 68 in a 35 zone. That is serious speeding in a residential area. Serious speeding? Cody laughs mockingly. Martinez, let me explain something. My father runs your department. Every promotion and assignment goes through him. Sir, I'm just doing my job. Your job is to use judgment about who deserves harassment and who doesn't. You're about to write a ticket to the police chief's son for driving fast on an empty street. Does that sound like good judgment? The speed limit applies to everyone, regardless of family connections. Cody's tone turns hard. This is about respect. You can tear up the ticket, pretend this never happened, and go find real criminals. Or you can decide you know better than the chief's son and see what happens to your career. Are you threatening me, sir? I'm educating you, Cody says coldly. Officers who show loyalty get rewarded. Those who don't end up stuck with the worst shifts, standing in the rain, or buried in paperwork. You understand? I'm issuing you a citation for excessive speed. Cody's voice becomes sharp. Martinez, that ticket disappears right now, or you'll spend your career explaining why you thought you could hassle my family. Do you really want to learn what happens when rookies forget their place? I'm writing the citation, sir. Write whatever you want, Cody snaps. Just remember that when you're working mall security next year, I tried to help you make the smart choice. Judge Caprio pauses the video. The courtroom is silent. Cody adjusts his gold chain, looking unaffected. Mr. Thompson, Judge Caprio says, you have just watched yourself clearly threaten a police officer for doing his job. How do you explain this behavior? Cody sits upright, confident. Your Honor, the footage shows exactly what I said. A rookie officer who doesn't understand priorities. I was helping him learn which stops matter. By threatening his livelihood? By explaining reality, Cody insists. Every organization has informal hierarchy based on relationships. Martinez needed to understand where he fits. Judge Caprio's voice is firm. What you're describing is not hierarchy. It is corruption. Corruption? Cody looks offended. Your Honor, you're misunderstanding. My father didn't work 20 years to become chief, just so rookies could waste resources hassling his family over small issues. Small issues? You were driving nearly twice the speed limit in residential neighborhoods, on empty streets. No one was in danger, Cody says dismissively. I had full control. The only thing hurt was Martinez's feelings. Judge Caprio takes a breath. Let me ask you directly. Do you believe traffic laws apply to you? Cody pauses, then answers. Your Honor, laws should be enforced with discretion and common sense. When the police chief's son gets pulled over for minor speeding, the smart officer recognizes it's not worth it. My father has served this department for decades, and hassling his family is disrespectful to his service. So the answer is no. You do not believe the laws apply to you. I believe they should be applied intelligently, taking into account who is being cited and what it means for department morale. Judge Caprio has clearly reached his breaking point. Mr. Thompson, based on the video evidence of your threats against Officer Martinez, your complete lack of remorse, and your belief that your family name exempts you from legal consequences, I am prepared to impose penalties that will teach you the difference between respect and fear. Cody's confidence cracks. Penalties? Your Honor, this is a first offense. No one was harmed. No harm? You attempted to corrupt a police officer and undermine the integrity of law enforcement. The courtroom goes silent. For reckless driving at nearly twice the speed limit in a residential zone, I am imposing a fine of $7,500. Cody shows no reaction. His family has money. For intimidation and attempted corruption of a law enforcement officer, an additional fine of $10,000. Still no concern. I am also suspending your driving privileges for 2 full years. Now Cody reacts. 2 years. Your Honor, that's excessive for a traffic violation. This is not just a traffic violation. This is about corrupting the system your father has spent his career serving. But Judge Caprio continues. And since you believe wearing a badge is about privilege rather than service, you will learn what police work actually requires. Cody's composure starts to fall. What do you mean? You are sentenced to 150 hours of community service, working in the evidence storage facility at police headquarters, under the supervision of the officers you showed contempt for. Cody's mouth drops. Working at the police station? Doing manual work? Every Saturday for the next year, you will report at 6 a.m. and spend 8 hours performing the tedious, unglamorous tasks that keep the justice system functioning. 6 a.m. on Saturdays? Filing, cleaning, people will see me there. Being seen performing honest work may teach you something about the honor required in police service. Cody stands, panic replacing arrogance. This is insane. You can't make me work in a basement like a janitor. My dad will overturn this. Your father built his reputation on integrity and service. Your behavior has dishonored both him and the badge he wears. This is discrimination. You're punishing me because of who my father is. I am punishing you precisely because of who your father is. He spent his life building trust in this community. You used his name to intimidate and corrupt. Cody tries again. I wasn't intimidating anyone. I was explaining how things work. What you were explaining is exactly the corruption that destroys public trust in law enforcement. Reality begins to sink in. Your Honor, please, I'll apologize to Martinez. I'll pay the fines. Just don't make me work where every officer will see me. 30 minutes ago, you said officers who don't show proper respect deserve to have their careers destroyed. Now you're asking for special treatment. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. I respect police officers. Your remorse is noted but unconvincing, as it only appeared after consequences were announced. Judge Caprio delivers the final ruling. In addition to the community service and license suspension, you will speak at high schools about the dangers of privilege and corruption. You will explain exactly what happened here and how your entitlement nearly damaged your father's reputation. Cody is horrified. Public speaking? In front of students? They'll post everything online. If you were concerned about embarrassment, you should have considered that before threatening an officer on camera. This is cruel and unusual punishment. You're trying to humiliate me. Humiliation is what you attempted to inflict on Officer Martinez. What you are receiving is justice. As bailiffs prepare to escort him, Judge Caprio gives final words. You came in believing your father's position made you untouchable. You threatened an officer for doing his job and only showed remorse when faced with consequences. Now you leave with a suspended license, required community service, and the responsibility of explaining to students how privilege without responsibility leads to disgrace. Cody Thompson leaves court facing a year of Saturday mornings in the evidence room. Under the supervision of the officers, he tried to intimidate. Within hours, the body camera footage goes viral. Cody becomes a symbol of arrogance and corruption. His father publicly supports the sentence and states that his son's actions contradict everything the department stands for. Sometimes, the lesson about authority comes from serving. The people you once believed existed to serve you. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Stay healthy.